Welcome to the Dabble Den with your hosts, Tori Snyder, Dan Brown, and Danny Castro. You're back in the den for another episode of Dabble Den Drops. We're going to be giving you guys a heads up on some pre-orders, some toys, exclusive items that are just dropping, pops, pins. We got it all for you guys. I will go ahead and hand it off to our man Dan to get us kicked off for the week.
Yeah, so I really like this coming up. And so we have Iron Studios putting out Peni Parker and Spider. A great looking statue here, 1/10 scale. It's gonna be 10 inches tall, right there under 10 inches for $200. And this is gonna be, as part of a line for the entire Into the Spider-Verse movie. And I really enjoy this. I think they got some great detail on this. And it's gonna be, if you enjoy Spider-Man, if you love the movie, which it's hard pressed to find somebody who didn't love that movie. This is a great statue to have for a good price too.
Yeah, like the coloring. Iron Studios is amazing. The coloring and the pose on this, I think a lot of people like Hot Toys and stuff like that because they can pose and give it an action, because typically on statues you don't get quite much the feel of the action you do on this one. And then the coloring is awesome. I love this.
I agree.
So yeah, jump on it. When is it? December 2020? And you said, Dan, it's going to be a whole line of Into the Spider-Verse figures.
Yeah, I've seen those. I know I saw the noir one with the pig, spider pig.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and they're coming up with a whole line of it too. So yeah, this is going to be awesome. They're going to go quick.
Oh, that's cool. So I'll go ahead next, and we have It's-a-Me Mario. The 12-inch talking Mario that $55. You're going to be able to get it in stores now by the time you're watching this, hopefully. But I think as you pose it, in each different pose you put it in, you get different sounds from the video games, and you get Mario's voice. So you get a talking. It's like Teddy Ruxpin's, but it's Mario. So get on it, Mario fans.
Yeah. Teddy Ruxpin, he used to sing to me and tell me stories.
And I think there's like 30 different things that he says too. So I mean, it's not like the pull string Woody that my kid has, which says like 4 things.
Reach for the sky.
I think it's more, it's more interactive than just pushing a button or pull a string. You have to put them in a pose, and then that pose determines what audio or sound or music you get. So I think that's really cool. I don't think I've seen anything else that's like that the voices or sounds you get are based off what pose you put into it. So it's kind of like the wands. I know the toy wands that came out, you got different sounds and effects based off of what you did instead of just a normal push button, and it cycles through the 5 things. So I think it's cool.
It's awesome.
And then next up, staying in the video game, we go from Nintendo to Sega. We got Sonic the Hedgehog, Green Hill Zone playset. So $20. It's out at like stores like Target and stuff now. It's a cool playset. We've gone over a couple Mario Lego sets in the last couple of weeks. So now you can get a Sega set. And then I'll do this as a throwback to last week, since we're looking at Mario and Sonic. If you haven't watched High Score on Netflix, definitely check it out. If you're a fan of these kind of toys, you have to watch the show on Netflix. It was like the creation of Sonic and trying to battle Mario. So great sets, great show on Netflix. Check it out. So Dan, what you got for us?
So speaking of shows, I'm going back to one of the shows that I loved watching growing up, and that is Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. If you're not a huge Simpsons fan, then you probably don't even care about what we're talking about here. But if you are, you know that come Halloween time, we always had a Halloween episode, and we're getting some Funkos on those. And these look great. I love when the imaginations that Funko has and the amount of stuff that we're getting. I know Danny is kind of giving me a sour face right now, but
no. I love Treehouse of Horrors. I love the Simpsons. Funko gets a pass for me this time.
Yeah, and these are not going to be the only ones that come out. So go out and find some more of these, but I think they look phenomenal. Homer is the
got Devil Ned.
I like the Vampire Krusty. How many Treehouse of Horrors have we? Good night.
I mean,
That's from when I was young,
You're
guys.
over 30.
seasons of Simpsons, I think. So
Man, I was like, that's when I was young. Like, I'm old enough to remember The Simpsons on the Tracy Ullman show, which when Fox created with Gary Shandling and Tracy Ullman, and you got Simpsons as a 5-minute clip on the Tracy Ullman show. So I'm old. I guess that summarizes that.
So I know some of these have different variants. I believe that I think Box Lunch has one. Amazon may have one. So if you have interest in these, definitely go check out which ones those are. I know a lot of them are on pre-order right now as we speak. They're going to be released any moment. They were slated for October. Some were saying it's going to become like they always come about a month early most cases. So it's going to happen this month for sure. But these look great. I love them. I love Treehouse of Horrors. Yeah, no, I'm okay with this. This is good. We're good.
we have Disney Plus too, so now we just go back and watch all the Treehouse of Horrors.
Oh yeah. Oh, that would be a good Halloween thing. Now that you could just like in one day, you couldn't even watch them all in one day. How crazy is that? All right, guys. We all know I'm a Marvel fan, but I can certainly respect cool figures. So next up, we have the DC Multiverse, the Merciless Wave. I've mentioned before, I'm a fan of horror, and I'm a real fan of unique toys. You know, I have a lot of Captain America stuff, and so a unique versions always jump out at me. You're going to get some really cool DC figures. They're the evil heavy metal style version of them. I don't know. I know each one of these is from an actual, I think from a comic book run or different variants that I apologize. I'm not familiar with them at all, but they're McFarlane toys. So you know they're going to look cool. They're horror, so you know they're going to look amazing. So $30. I believe they're the 8-inch. I could be wrong, and they could be 6-inch. I'm sorry if I'm wrong about that, but $30 figures. They're coming out in October. They look cool.
Yeah, I think they are 6-inch. I have to look at where mine is. Yeah, they're 6-inch. You have the Robins from the I think it's Robin from Earth 22, if I remember correctly, from the Death Metal series. Who else? You have the
I like the Joker.
The Batman that laughs with the wings. You have the Merciless is the big blue guy with the he's another Batman from another dimension as well. So he was part of the series previously, the Death Metal series, which right now they have a lot going on in that particular world. They have a whole bunch of stuff, a whole different characters. There's a Flash type of Batman as well. So they're cool. It's a cool series. I'm not personally into it myself, but these are cool. Got the infected Superman.
I like that. Yeah, I like the Joker one. It really stands out to me.
So, getting away from DC, we're gonna flip flop to the other side of the house, and we're gonna go to Marvel, and we have the battle damaged. Was it Mark 85?
Yeah.
So many Iron Man suits. It's kind of hard to remember which ones these are. But Beast Kingdom does another great figure here. Right here for Endgame, and I love the look of this suit, the battle damage piece of that. I love that we can get Tony Stark with his helmet off, holding the gauntlet up. This is just great. I love what Beast Kingdom has been doing with these figurines.
See, Beast Kingdom, interesting. They're high quality figures. They're great. They look great, but they're an acquired taste as well. So I know that they're super deformed faces on some of the characters. Either is a make it or break it, and for some of them, I'm not sold. But this one I am. Not shown here. I know that you could see some of the glow on Iron Man's eyes and his arc reactor. But if you look at the other one, where it's Tony Stark, he has the Infinity Gauntlet, and that does light up as well. So if you check that one out, it lights up, and it's pretty cool.
I like the light effects. I really like the battle damage with the helmet on. I'm not, like you said, the acquired taste. I'm not a fan of that kind of, I know it's cartoon. We're always talking cartoonish when we're talking comic books, but I don't like this style of toys. It's also, and then Danny, you'll probably get super mad at me, but isn't it like the Scotty Young has the kind of, I don't like that childish look, childish superhero look. I just don't like them. Sorry.
Danny's
Get mad.
leave and he's never going to come back.
It's okay.
It's
Fair
just
enough.
me. I apologize. But sorry to drop that bomb. But I like him. The one with the helmet on looks really cool with the battle damage. And then the light effects are cool.
Someone like you just need to put a bag over your head first.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody wants to see that face. All right. Danny, I know you got some amazing stuff for this week.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's talk some fighting games. So Storm Collectibles, who I do like a lot, actually. They're huge. I can't remember what the scale is. I don't know if they're big. I have to take a look at the scale. But they have for Street Fighter 5 Championship Edition, they have E-Honda. E-Honda looks great. You can go ahead and do so many poses. They if you ever feel a Storm collectible, they don't feel the same as other action figures. They have like this soft rubber on parts of it, so it makes they're cool. Their articulation is great. I'm not an E-Honda fan. If you know, I will bring it one day. I do have a Sagat that I display pretty prominently in one of my other areas of the room, but I love Storm collectible Street Fighter ones, and I wish I could find some of the other ones that I cannot find at conventions or at stores, and I'm not going to pay the extra price because these alone are already anywhere from $65, $75 to $100. This one is $90, but it's cool. It's awesome. I love it. And then if you don't like Street Fighter, if you're more of a Tekken guy or a Tekken gal, Tekken 7 Jin is on the other side right there looking BA. He is a bad ready to fight. I wasn't too much of a Tekken guy. I was more of a Street Fighter guy than anything else. So, but he's still cool. $75 for him.
Same. I was Street Fighter, not Tekken.
Yeah.
And then the Honda looks really cool. I love the ginormous hands. It looks really cool.
Well, he's got to be able to do the hand thing.
I like those figures. Those are cool. And that's not too bad a price.
No, for some good figures. I mean, that's quality. I enjoy that.
When I was first starting out playing, I would just spam that, and people would get around that so easily afterwards. Like, we know how to get around that. Just hop over you. I don't know. I'm still a little upset about that Scotty Young thing. but we do have some Super 7 Ultimate Voltron. So it's a 7-inch Ultron. It is die cast. So some of those pieces I believe are die cast. If I am not correct, you can let me know in an angry email that you promised me die cast. I'm actually going to look it up. I'm sorry. Is it die cast? It is awesome. It is, right? Okay. It's awesome. So what they've done here is they try to go ahead and recreate from the original way back when Tori was a young guy version of Voltron. So they try to go ahead and keep it to the same mold and specifications. So they're not like the new version of Voltron. This is the old version, looking sleeker, nicer. It's just awesome, man.
The colors on it look good. It looks metallic. I love it. And then, yeah, Voltron was one of my, if you guys go back and watch the anime episode, that was my entry-level anime. The thing looks cool, man. That sword is so cool looking.
Yeah, and for $45 too, I'm really pleased with how this is going to turn out. And being diecast, I mean, it's going to last forever. So
it's going to look good on your shelf.
Yeah, Voltron. Like honestly, we could one day do just a full episode of Ultron toys. They look vastly different, and they all look pretty cool, no matter what version they are. But this one's cool. It's more of a classic look.
I like it. And then, I'm probably what I'm most excited about is probably what you're gonna close us out on, Danny.
I know, because it's going to be strange to hear this. As I may have said multiple times, I am a Bakugo fan. I try to get as many Bakugo things that I can. I've been a little slow on getting into these McFarlane My Hero figures. just because I just still haven't been able to find that one that really grabs my attention. And this time around, it's not Bakugo, it's this Stain. This Stain looks cool. If you know the Stain storyline, you know he's a pretty iconic mid-tier villain. Like he bridged the gap. Like a lot of his philosophies are still seen throughout the series. But yeah, the hero killer Stain. Yep. Awesome. I'm gonna get that Stain. We have a Bakugo in his UA uniform for the fighting thing that they had, and Ida being his, class representative in his superhero wear, whatever. I don't like him.
I concur. I don't like the other two, even though I love the show, the figures, and I love McFarlane. But again, I think it might be to me, McFarlane toys are amazing when they're like horror, and then the Stain one just looks so cool. I do not like that Bakugo, but like the Stain looks super, super cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be my intro. Like once I get this and I feel it and it feels right, they may make a fan of me yet.
But that 2 set that's coming out that has Midoriya and Bakugo in their full like battle garb, their costume, that looks pretty good. Like those look good. Hopefully when we see them a little bit larger, they hold up and they still look good.
I hope so.
I think it's just because it's just a plain. That Bakugo is just him in a blue outfit with a little action thing on the hand. The McFarlane toys really jump when it's like you look at that Stain, how different it is with the shredded cape, and then
when he's got a tongue out too. I mean, it makes me really think of the TV show itself, and Bakugo just seems too generic to me.
Yeah, the only one that we're not showing here, the only one that actually would have bought previous to the Stain would be the Kirishima. The Kirishima, I think, looked pretty cool too. He's the one with the red hair. I think it's the proportions. I'm more of a 6-inch action figure fan. This one's a 7-inch, and just the proportions. I don't know if it's the proportions. Something just seems off about him to me. But I'm going to take the dive with Stain.
Sure. Nice. Well, guys, that's it for our episode this time, where the Dabble Den drops. We gave you guys some cool toy shows, pre-orders to do. Run out, pre-order your stuff, get your toys, check us out online, like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate you guys joining us in the den, and we hope to see you again soon. We're out.